everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards. Big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve on a scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Flacco here on second down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's a first down run with Collins. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Moore now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll run the counter with Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Play action. Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they're able to get a little bit of yardage.
To throw, Kaiser. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. A first down throw for Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A first down carry here for Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second down, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 34-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Operating off play action. Flacco going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Flush to his right. He finds Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, did he announce his presence with authority to start his rookie year. 104 yards, 2 touchdowns in the season opener, and then the year got derailed a little bit by injuries.
But I think the folks in Cleveland think that he has that #1 potential, don't they?
I would think that they are correct. Corey Coleman downfield, he can create big plays.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Collins. Oh, what a juke into space. There goes Alex Collins. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Here's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a... Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This will be fielded at the 8. They find some open field here. Oh, he slipped right by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On play action, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about what a bonus it is for a running back who's able to catch the ball downfield. Well, David Johnson started his college career as a wide receiver before transitioning. He's got it all.
Well, it showed last year 80 catches from that running back position led the NFL. They go play action here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Play fake. Kaiser. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. To throw is Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flacco here on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down following the incompletion. Now Flacco. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. A give right to Collins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. passing play. Flacco. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Now Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kaiser now on second down. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long.
Let's go!
Play action now. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Flushed, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To pass, Flacco. Escapes the sack. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up fourth. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, Kaiser. Underneath for Johnson. 23 yards on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Kaiser now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Flacco got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Operating off play action, Flacco. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Kaiser here looking to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And out of bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They give to Johnson going right. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Here we go. Red 38.
To throw, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms. Quarterbacks
love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Johnson running right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Ohio.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last gasp for Flacco. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes...